March 11th, 2011. Japan is struck by one of the most powerful earthquakes in recorded history. Moments later, a tsunami crashes into the coast, wiping out everything in its path. But deep inside the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, another battle is about to begin. One not fought with weapons, but with courage, sacrifice, and silence. As reactors begin to melt down and radiation floods the air, a small group of engineers and plant workers make an unthinkable choice to stay behind and stop a full-scale nuclear catastrophe. They came to be known as the Fukushima 50. This is not just a story of disaster. It's a story of humanity standing its ground in the face of invisible death. Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're uncovering one of the most powerful and heartbreaking stories of modern times, the story of the Fukushima 50. In the heart of every disaster, there are those who run towards the danger, not away. On March 11, 2011, as Japan crumbled under the fury of earthquake and tsunami, a different kind of war began. When the earth unleashed its fury, the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant immediately initiated its automatic shutdown protocols. Reactor cores were scrammed. For a brief, agonizing moment, it seemed the fail-safes had held. But the ocean had a different plan. A monstrous 15-meter tsunami, a force beyond all calculations, slammed into the plant. It didn't just breach the defenses, it drowned them. The crucial diesel generators, buried on the lower floors, were swallowed by the unforgiving surge. Total power was lost, the cooling systems died, and in the silent, creeping darkness, the reactor cores began to heat. Slowly, inexorably. Inside, the engineers faced an enemy they couldn't see, couldn't touch. Without cooling water, the uranium fuel rods began to melt. The temperature inside the reactor vessels climbed to unimaginable levels. Zirconium, the metal cladding around the fuel, reacted with steam, creating highly explosive hydrogen gas. It was a ticking time bomb. Then, the first detonation. Reactor Unit 1. A violent explosion tore through the building. A stark, terrifying announcement. The unthinkable was happening. A nuclear meltdown was underway. More explosions followed. Unit 3, Unit 2, each one a gut punch. Each one releasing more of the invisible enemy. Radiation. As the world watched in horror, the Japanese government issued an evacuation order for everyone within a 20-kilometer radius. Thousands fled. But not everyone. A core group of plant workers, around 50 at any given time, stayed behind. They weren't ordered to die, they chose to stay. These were the men and women who understood the gravity of the situation, the potential for a catastrophe that could engulf not just Japan but the world. They faced unseen radiation, the risk of collapse, and the certainty of long-term health consequences. Yet they stayed. Why? For their families, their homes, their country. For a sense of duty that transcended self-preservation. Their mission was simple yet seemingly impossible. Restore cooling to the crippled reactors. With power gone, they resorted to manual interventions, often in complete darkness, guided only by flickering flashlights and their deep understanding of the plant's intricate systems. They battled debris, navigated collapsed structures, and fought through suffocating heat and steam. Their desperate attempts to pump seawater, trucked in from the ocean into the reactor vessels, became the world's last hope. Each hose connected, each valve opened, was an act of raw courage against an escalating disaster. They worked in shifts, collapsing from exhaustion, only to rise again, knowing the invisible threat was constantly eroding their bodies. The immediate crisis averted, the reactors brought to a state of cold shutdown. The Fukushima 50 finally emerged from the poisoned heart of the plant. They were hailed as heroes, their selflessness echoing the ancient spirit of Bushido. But the cost was profound. Many suffered from radiation exposure, their future health a constant gnawing uncertainty. The physical and psychological scars would remain. While the world moved on, the legacy of their sacrifice continued at Fukushima Daiichi, a multi decade cleanup operation, a testament to the immense power of the atom and the price of its containment. The Fukushima 50 were not soldiers, not superheroes. They were ordinary people, thrust into an extraordinary nightmare. Their bravery wasn't born of a grand strategy, but of a simple, profound human instinct to protect, to endure, to fight for what was right, even when the odds were stacked against them. Their story reminds us that beneath the cold calculations of technology lies the unwavering spirit of humanity. It is a story of ultimate sacrifice, a testament to the fact that even in the face of an invisible, devastating enemy, the courage of a few can change the course of history. Their names may not be universally known, but their silent heroism will forever echo in the annals of human resilience. What does it mean to be truly brave? Look to Fukushima and you will find your answer. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.